Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is IndyGamerTag and I'm back for your daily Fortnite video. Now, today's video we're going to be covering Faze Fortnite settings for Fortnite Chapter 2. Obviously, Faze is regarded as the greatest Fortnite player in the world, especially on controller, of course. And if you were to copy anybody's settings, it should probably be his. So I know a lot of people are always wondering what his settings are, and although he's probably made videos covering them, today's video is specifically going to be going over every setting he uses, from sensitivity to keybinds to dead zones and everything pretty much in between. If you guys are going to enjoy the video or find it helpful, a like would be very much appreciated. And of course, on the contrary, if you genuinely dislike today's video, then feel free to leave a dislike as well. And if you're new around here and would like to see more daily Fortnite content like this in the future, then feel free to subscribe as well as turning on those post notifications. Nonetheless, with that out of the way, let's hop right into his settings. So we're going to start off with the sensitivity settings. He uses the new setting system that was added probably about a month ago in Fortnite. Of course, it's basically more like an advanced version of the setting system where you can control a lot more. So his build mode sensitivity multiplier is at a 1.3, and the same is for his edit mode sensitivity multiplier. These are both at a 1.3 speed. I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably confused as to why they're so low and how he can build so fast, and this is because of his dead zones, which we'll get into a little bit further in the video. For his look sensitivities, basically his look horizontal speed and his look vertical speed are both set to an 85%, and these are both basically the equivalent to the X and Y sensitivity. So what these will affect is going to be your free aim, so when you're not aiming down sights with a weapon, or if you're simply running around with a pickaxe. Basically, what this will really affect in terms of weapons is going to be your pump, tacs, as well as SMGs, because about 50% of the time that we use those items, we're not aimed down sight. So again, his horizontal and vertical look speed are both set to an 85%. Now, he doesn't use any of the vertical or horizontal boosts for these, and I strongly recommend you guys do not either, as they kind of mess up quite a lot in the game. He has a 0.00 second turning boost ramp time, and he has instant boost when building off, obviously, because he has no boost on. His ADS look horizontal speed is set to a 14%, and the same is for his ADS look vertical speed. Again, these are both set to a 14%, so what this will affect is when you're aimed down sights with pump, tac, SMGs, or any AR in Fortnite, as well as any snipers. So this, of course, is extremely important to have your sensitivity optimized for these items. This way, of course, you're landing all of your shots. So again, those are both set to a 14%, and he uses still 0% horizontal and vertical boost for pretty much everything. Next is going to be the advanced settings for sensitivity. His look dampening time is set to a 0.00 seconds. This, of course, is so he has more control over everything, and everything is a lot faster in terms of movement. These are kind of like dead zones in a sense. For look input curve, he uses exponential, and I strongly recommend everybody use exponential. Basically, this is what the game has always used since its released. Of course, his aim assist strength is at a 100%, and that's basically all for the brand new setting system. We're now going to hop into some miscellaneous settings. So starting off, he uses sprint by default, which everyone should be using because, I mean, really in Fortnite, there's never a time you shouldn't be sprinting. It also allows you to free up a button for your keybinds, and this, of course, is going to be the left analog stick. So basically, sprint by default, you don't have to click your left analog stick to run. You're essentially always sprinting. Hence the term sprint by default. He has tap to search or interact on. Basically, it just allows you to open chests and ammo boxes simply by clicking X or square rather than holding it. Of course, reset building choice should be on. Aim assist should be on, and then edit mode aim assist should always be off. This way you have more control over your edits, and the game's not kind of trying to predict what edits you're going to make, because there's essentially no way of the game even knowing that. He has auto open doors on, which I personally disagree with, but however, he has it on nonetheless. And the reason being is because when he's making edits, and if he accidentally makes a door edit rather than like a 3-corner edit, basically his player will run through the door instead of having to stop and basically hesitate. He has auto pick up weapons on. Auto sort consumables to the right is off for him. And then, of course, Builder Pro build immediately is on. Next in his miscellaneous settings is going to be the brightness. His brightness setting is actually set to a 0.70. And if you're wondering why people put the brightness setting up, basically in dark areas like the attic of a house or under a tree, or maybe if it's nighttime in Fortnite, it can sometimes be kind of hard to spot players that are using dark outfits, for instance, the Black Knight. In certain areas, they will literally blend in with the setting. So with using a higher brightness value, it allows those players to stand out a lot more, and overall gives you a better view of Fortnite. So this is actually quite important. So again, the default value for brightness is at a 0.50, however, he has his set to a 0.70. Next is going to be the keybinds, and then we're going to finish up with the dead zones. Now, he uses a custom Builder Pro, which I recommend everybody use. Now his keybinds, after looking at them, are actually the exact same that I use, so I can vouch for these. These keybinds are amazing. They're literally, like, honestly the perfect keybinds in my personal opinion. There's only a couple of changes he has made. Basically, his left analog stick clicked in is set to toggle pickaxe. This is basically when you go from pickaxe to anything in inventory and vice versa. And then for his Y or triangle button, this is set to edit. So opposed to this being circle or B, it's now Y or triangle, and that's basically the only changes he has made. His confirm button is set to circle, I believe. So again, Y or triangle for edit, left analog stick clicked in for the toggle pickaxe, and then confirm is circle or B. And that's all of his keybind changes he has made. So although there's only a couple, it really is a drastic change and can really help you guys improve your gameplay a lot. Next is going to be his dead zones, and his left analog stick is set to a 0.6 and so is his right analog stick. So again, both of these are set to a 0.06. Basically, this is how his builds and edits are so fast, even though his edit and build speed are really low. So basically, with low dead zones, it allows you to move a lot faster in Fortnite. You seem to have a lot more control of everything, and basically your overall gameplay is a lot quicker and snappier. So although I'm not the biggest fan of these low dead zones, because sometimes it can cause drift, meaning even when you're not pressing it, it'll move. They're still definitely not a bad idea, and they certainly work for him as well as a lot of other great Fortnite players. And then lastly, one of the main settings he's actually turned on recently is confirm edit on release. This is a brand new setting added into Fortnite. Essentially what this does is you no longer have to press confirm to make an edit. You simply just let go of your edit button and it automatically confirms. So for some people, it allows them to have faster edits, and for others, it doesn't. I know, however, that he actually did turn it on, and I believe he liked it for quite some time. So whether or not he changes back, we'll have to wait and see. So that's pretty much all of his settings. Again, we went over his sensitivity settings, his keybinds, some miscellaneous settings, and as well as his dead zone settings. Now I'm going to leave you guys with some gameplay of, obviously, his footage, so you guys can see what you can expect to play like if, of course, you put enough practice and while using these same settings. Now, anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, a like would be very much appreciated. And of course, on the contrary, if you genuinely disliked today's video, then feel free to leave a dislike. And also, if you're new around here and would like to see more daily Fortnite content like this in the future, feel free to subscribe as well as turning on those post notifications. Nonetheless, my name is Keybinds. Thank you all for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Adios. you